What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Now, I see people hating for the fact that the Houston Rockets have come out and said that they are going to retire James Harden's number 13 jersey. It's going to hang in the rafters in Houston, and rightfully it should. Now, it's a little different for a team owner to actually come out and say that they're going to retire a former player's jersey while they're still playing. All right. Like, you don't really see that very often, but it's rightfully so and well deserved. James Harden spent 8 full seasons in Houston. And although it ended ugly this season before he got traded to Brooklyn, but he spent 8 full seasons and gave his blood, sweat, and tears to the Houston Rockets organization. He is one of the all-time leading scorers and, either the second or third best player in the history of the organization, right? Like, it's Hakeem's number one, and then you got Moses and James Harden, whichever one you feel like is well-deserving. Because, let's not sleep on Moses Malone now, y'all. But the ones that say, oh, James Harden better than Moses Malone. Moses Malone was a bad dude. Look it up. Look it up. During his era, he was a different dude, and he won 2 MVPs while he was playing with the Houston Rockets. Don't tweak. Let's get it. Let's be real. But anyway, so for those of you that are saying, I'm reading stuff online, and folks are saying James Harden doesn't deserve to get his jersey hung in the rafters in Houston because he didn't win a title. Well, dang, if that was the case, a lot of players wouldn't have their jerseys retired by their organizations because it's a whole lot of dudes out here that was really good that didn't win titles. Let's just be honest. There's a whole lot of dudes out here. Everybody can't be like the Lakers and the Celtics. They have a whole bunch of jerseys in the rafters for a whole bunch of guys that won a whole bunch of titles. It ain't like that, right? Lakers and Celtics got, 34 of the titles. They got 34 of the titles in the NBA. That means it's a lot less titles around for everybody else. Lakers and Celtics have 34. So it's okay to be a really great player and not have a title and get your jersey retired. During his 8 full seasons, let's talk about how great James Harden was. During his 8 full seasons with the Houston Rockets, okay, guys? The Rockets went to the finals. They went to the playoffs every single year. He never missed the playoffs when he was with Houston. Every single year for 8 years. Which you say, oh, man, that's so easy. LeBron's first year in LA didn't make the playoffs. The Lakers, which is the greatest franchise in NBA history, didn't make the playoffs for 7 straight years. So let's not tweak and act like going to the playoffs in the Western Conference is an easy task. James Harden came there with nothing. And he was a 6th man. They didn't know if he could really lead a team. They had faith in him, and he proved them right. They gambled right. They struck gold. Every single year, he made the playoffs. His career averages in 621 regular season games as a Houston Rocket. This is James Harden's averages over the course of 8 years, guys. This ain't over the course of 2 weeks or of 3 years or 4 years or 5. Over the course of 8 years, he averaged 29.6 points per game, 7.7 assists per game, 6 rebounds per game, and almost 2 steals over the course of 8 seasons, being an all-star every single year. Winning the MVP. Like, this man is great. This man is greatness personified. This man is one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen in the history of the game. And the team that he played the majority of his career with, because he's not going to play 8 seasons in Brooklyn. He probably is not going to play 8 more seasons in the NBA, right? He's already in year 13? So he don't got 8 more seasons left in the NBA. So over the duration of his career, his Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame career, if he doesn't shoot another basketball, James Harden's first ballot Hall of Fame. 8 seasons, almost 30 points a game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Yeah, your jersey gets retired. No. 6 rebounds, almost 8 assists. Yeah, your jersey gets retired in Houston. You're either the second or third greatest player to ever put on a Houston Rockets jersey, especially when guys like Yao Ming's jerseys retired in Houston. And, let's just be honest, James Harden was a better player for the Rockets than Yao Ming was. James Harden was a better player for the Rockets than Yao Ming was. James Harden was a better player on his worst day for the Rockets than Yao Ming was. And that just is what it is. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. at the Black Boss channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. I'll see you guys next time.